Joy? I told you to look after Iris.
You're not the boss of me.
I found a bunch of stuff downstairs. The Bell Killer is offing his victims as if they're witches. I'm heading upstairs to see what else I can find. I should have told you to follow me, then maybe you would have stayed at the church.
You know me so well.
Anything else down there? Restoration that way. 3 more.
Just keep an eye out for security cameras and alarms.
Thanks for the tip, but this isn't even my first break-in today.
Yeah, this looks like the right place. Now let's see what these artifacts can tell me about the witch trials.
Do any of these artifacts relate to the Bell Killer case? Find an answer. 14 clues. Two more. There might be just a little too much flavor text in this game. One more. At least with these ones, it plays a video, and I don't have to read anything.
This place, it puts me in touch with odd sensations centuries old. I'm trying to focus on this killer, but the echoes from these sensations keep interfering, like deaths from the past, pleading to be remembered.
Profile. That 5 of 6 of those. Baxter Museum.
Hey kid, I need you to lift up this painting.
It's called The Hanged Witch. It's creepy. Oh.
It's the killer's symbol.
Symbol on painting. A ghostly version of the Bell Killer symbol is on a painting called The Hanged Witch. Baxter Museum. Baxter hurried to hide the painting when someone approached him up here. Why hide it? And what was he doing here in the first place?
You need my help or something?
Wine. That's a clue? Alright. A large barrel used for making wine. Navigation. Ship's binocle. An antique-looking brass ship's binocle. Civil War. Antique cannon. A Civil War era cannon. Already went. Okay, the painting there. Judge. Witch Trial Authority. Painting of a witch trial judge. It's 5 out of 14. Stuck in place. Ship's anchor. A large ship anchor. Distress calls. Ship's telegraph. An antique-looking ship's telegraph on a stand. Okay, there's the last one. There's just one left, right? Complete. Alright. Recall flashback.
My husband and I stepped off the platform and onto the giant hissing locomotive. I remember looking back at our small town and thinking of all the happy memories we made there. But I was excited to start our new life in Salem. I must have dozed off because I was startled awake by the sound of screeching metal. And as the train came to a halt, all I could hear was the torrential rain pelting against the roof. I looked out the window. There was only darkness. Then came the brightest flash of lightning I had ever seen. When my husband left to inquire about the delay, a woman in the back of the train started screaming. We rushed over to her and asked her what was wrong, but all she could manage to say through her sobs was something about seeing the spirits of the dead wandering in the rain. Stranger still were the passengers that were suddenly stricken with the painful memories of their past. It was at this point that I became truly terrified, so I set out to find Joe. When I reached the cab and still hadn't found him, I was worried. I looked out the front window and saw the train's conductor laboring to move a downed tree from the tracks. And there was Joe, walking up to help. However, instead of grabbing hold of the tree, Joe bent down, picked up a rock, and crushed the conductor's skull with it. When I left the train and ran up to him, I could see that this wasn't the Joe I once knew. Something had taken hold of him, something angry. Then he saw something that terrified him. He dropped the rock and ran off into the woods. However, right before he disappeared into the trees, during a bright flash of lightning, I thought I saw something chasing him, hunting him. I can only describe it as a ghostly specter, cloaked in black. But more likely than not, it was just a shadow. The authorities spent days combing the woods for Joe, but he never turned up. I tried to go back home, but the memories were too painful. Some nights I lie in bed, tortured by the thoughts of what our life could have been if we had never stepped onto that train.
Okay. What is making those sounds? Okay. I don't think any of these things make that noise. Is it supposed to be the crystal necklace? A crystal believed to be able to tell the future. Ah. Alright, that was it.
My apologies. It will always belong to you.
For shame, Bridget. This schma of your conversations with the spirit world will surely condemn you as a witch.
Puritan mediums were witches. Puritans considered anyone exhibiting medium-like abilities to be witches. I mean, that's closer to a witch than most of the accusations. Persecution. Witch trial painting. One of the existing witch trial related paintings previously used in the first floor exhibit. Important message. Witch trial public summons. An antique scroll. Someone left their gloves here. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to throw those away. I don't think you're supposed to reuse them. There's the box. Judgment. Judge's gavel. A judge's gavel. I wonder how old that is. Salem's psychic history. Psychic leads police to gruesome discovery. Local child medium Sophia Baker finds missing man. Rose Campbell, Salem High student, claims psychic powers. Medium solves 20-year-old mystery. Another murder closed with psychic help. SPD responds. Op-ed. Do psychics really exist? Alright, do I click on something? This seems important. Is back? Bell killer targets are mediums. Sophia was a medium as well. This means that several of the girls the Bell killer targeted were mediums. They all have the powerful scream, whatever that is. that they have to show off every single time. Any direction. Ship's wheel. An antique-looking galleon ship's wheel. 16 out of 18, 13 out of 14. Are they going to add 4 more? Oh, no, 16 out of 18. List of the accused. Witch Trials Notebook. A notebook from the late 1600s, listing those accused in the witch trials. 17 out of 18, 14 out of 14. Find an answer. Alright, anything left in here? A lot of unrelated boat stuff, I think. Alright, do any of these artifacts relate to the Bell Killer case? Yes? Symbol on painting. Bell Killer targets are mediums. Puritan mediums were witches. Seems relevant. Baxter Museum. Do we do Puritan mediums were witches or Baxter Museum? I feel as though this is what ties it together. We'll do this.
So the Bell Killer is targeting mediums because he thinks they're witches? That's insane. Who do I know that's interested in mediums? Baxter.
What suspicious behavior has Baxter exhibited during this case? Alright, so Baxter Museum, Baxter's promotion, bowling champion, Bell Killer, Academy class photo, Baxter looking for the girl, Baxter hit the book. I think these 3. Baxter Museum. Baxter looking for the girl. Baxter hit the book. Let's try this one. Alright.
And why the hell is Baxter involved in this? He dropped the case when he was demoted. All right, found the killer's symbol. We got a suspect to look into. We're almost there.
And not one step closer to finding my mom.
Like I said, the world doesn't need another whiner.
You know what? Screw you. You don't understand.
Don't understand? My wife was murdered 3 years ago. She got to float up into the white light, and I got stuck here in this place with some bitchy teen. Your mom's been missing what? 2, 3 days? Huh? And I guarantee you we'll find her. If I fail, if we fail, I'll never get to see Julia again. Ever.
We won't fail.
I don't need a cheerleader.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know about your wife.
Yeah. Look, we need to act on the information we found. You head off
What
to
does
the
she
church.
have to apologize for
The
here?
church? Where are you going?
Baxter's our prime suspect. I need to get over to his apartment and see if I can dig up any skeletons. Probably not a good idea for a fugitive to visit a cop.
Fine, I'll meet you later.
Suspicious Baxter. Baxter's suspicious behavior surrounding this case points to him being a Bell killer suspect. I need to find him. What do we think, chat? We think he's a red herring? Am I just leaving? Holding up the text demons. Goddamn demons. All the hiding spots are on this side of the room, huh? Kind of cornering myself over here. Oh, there's a raven. Shit. Couldn't hide anywhere else. I hate demons, chat. Go the fuck away. Why the fuck won't it let me go? It's better just to die and start over. Go away.
I just got a text. Did you hear something else happen just now? Something bad.
Someone told me about a murder.
No, like this just happened. Police are all freaking out.
What happened?
I don't know. Sounds serious, though.
Can't stop thinking about the dead cop.
This whole place is bad news.
Just keep it vague, I guess. Something bad totally happened. Just now. What happened? No. But it was pretty bad. Where the hell am I? This way.
Did you hear what that guy just said? Something horrible just happened in St. Benedict's.
Something at the church. Okay.
Why the hurry, boys? Where you headed?
To the church.
Oh, no, no.
All right. This. Pirate history plaque.